everybody. Welcome back to Ordinary Adventures.
Today we're at Disney California Adventure because we're at a soft opening of San Fransokyo. They have turned the Pacific Wharf into San Fransokyo. This is a Big Hero 6 inspired land, which is mostly here for food and meet and greets, and a bunch of the restaurants have soft open. So we're gonna try all the food and tell you what is good and what is not. But spoiler alert, a lot of it is really good.
Very good. So how about you come along with us
on this adventure? I know we've been coming to Disneyland since they've been doing this construction, but it's starting to look a lot more like San Fransokyo and less like San Francisco.
Yeah, I love the bridge. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be, and it's this bright, vibrant, orangish red color. It's just so much more colorful, so much more vibrant than it was before. I mean, I'm from the Bay Area, so I know like what Pier 39 looks like, and I appreciated it, but I feel like a lot of people, like, if you've never been there, you're kind of like, okay, whatever. But I love this new design.
And from what I understand, the backstory of San Fransokyo is that what used to be San Francisco, then the big earthquake happened, and then the city reformed as San Fransokyo. I love the world building that they're doing with the wharf. Like, they have a thing about the San Fransokyo sports teams. From what I understand, once this place officially opens later this month, all the cast members will have like hats for like some of the teams and like t-shirts for some of the teams, so it puts it in a world. We're here before the grand opening, which happens at the end of August. But right now, a bunch of the food places are open with new menus. So we're going to try that out today. Two of the restaurants have mostly kept their menus. One of them is Cocina Cucamonga. This is a Mexican restaurant, and they have added a couple new items. One of them is the Melon cocktail. This has tequila, melon liqueur, fresh lemon juice, orgeat, and topped with a cherry. And of course, I like the color green, as you can tell, so I had to try this. This is like one of the things I was most excited about because it's almost like neon green in real life. Ooh, it's not as like sweet or strong as I anticipated it to be. It's almost like a lemonade, but instead of lemon, it's melon. I kind of love it. Like, I feel, especially on a hot day like today, it is like 93 degrees out right now here in Anaheim, which is a little hotter than it normally is. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5 Peters. This is delightful. By the way, we're standing in like this alleyway that has some theming because I think it's gonna be part of like this new bot fight experience. You're gonna go down this alleyway to like enter into the bot fight, which is kind of cool.
This is delicious. It's sweet and tart at the same time. Ordinary Adventure star. I feel like you put melon liqueur in anything, I'll give it a 5 out of 5. Like Peter was saying, there's only a few new things on this menu. I'm kind of surprised, but I feel like people would literally riot if they got rid of the Birria tacos, which are like the best thing at this restaurant. But they do have a new side dish, and it's a street corn. And this is called the San Fransokyo-style street corn. This is corn on the cob with togarashi mayo, queso fresco, furikake, bonito flakes, and like a side of pork rinds, I guess. I don't know. When you first picked this up from the mobile order window, it was almost looked like it was moving. And I've seen these flakes before. I think they're like a fish, like a dried fish. So that's kind of interesting. I guess like if you're a vegetarian, you could just request no flakes on top. They were like slightly moving, and I thought it was the wind, but I think they kind of move, which is a little freaky. But I'm excited to try it because I've never tried bonito flakes before. Oh, it smells fishy. So I would say if you're scared of the fishy smell, don't be afraid. All these flavors mix together surprisingly well. I think it's that togarashi aioli, which is similar to what they have over at Trader Sam's. It kind of has that same kind of flavor that like you dip the wings in over there. I feel like next time I ordered though, I might not get the flakes on it. Like, it looks cool, but personally, like, I don't want like a seafood tasting street corn every time I order it. But it still probably gets like a 3.5 out of 5.
It does smell fishy.
Let's try it.
I don't like fish. I'm a connoisseur of street corn, but I don't like fish. But we're gonna go to Japan later this year, so I should be adventurous.
Yeah,
we are ordinary adventures after all. Okay, let's try it. Could be awesome. It's not bad. I'm sad because the Mexican place here finally got some street corn. and I'm not going to order it ever. I think people might actually like this, but for me, I'm going to give it like a 3 out of 5 Peters.
I'm also going to try this little side dish here. Ooh, they're salty. Woo! Super salty. Pretty good, actually. This has a bunch of different spices on it as well. They're actually really, really good. I just realized that this came with lime, so I squeezed it on the side of the corn that didn't have like the fish flakes on it, and I like that side a lot better. Right next to Cocina Cucamonga, there is a brand new Port of San Fransokyo Cervecería. This is basically the Karl Strauss little beer cart that they had in this area moved over here, and they've added a new beer to the menu and a hard seltzer. And then there's all the beers that were there before, so there's 7 beers total. I'm excited to try, I got both of them, obviously I'm gonna try them both. But I think it's cool that they kept like the registers that used to be at the old beer stand. When I first started coming to Disneyland a lot and I got my annual pass like 15 years ago, I would hit up that Karl Strauss beer stand every time I came to DCA, so I'm happy that they kept part of it for me to reminisce back on the good old days, back when it only cost like $30 a month for my annual pass. So all of the beers on tap there are still Karl Strauss, which I like, but when they announced this, I kind of was like expecting there to be beers from all around the world or from Japan or whatever, but this is like a Japan-style rice lager beer, and it is called A Moment of Zen, and it's showcasing citrus and floral aroma flavors. Like Peter said, we're going to Japan later, so I gotta try like what a Japanese beer would taste like, right? Just kidding, I've had Japanese beer before. Ooh. Oh, this is nice and light. I really like this a lot. This is getting a 5 out of 5. It's nice and refreshing on this hot day. Next up, I'm gonna try the seltzer. This is, of course, also by Karl Strauss. This is the Endless Summer hard seltzer, and it's mandarin orange and dragon fruit flavored. And it has fragrant aromas of vibrant tropical flavors with a hint of sweet orange. And I was told by one of the cast members working there that it tastes like an orange creamsicle. So, I'm excited. Oh my God. Peter, I think even you would like this. I'm a seltzer girl. I freaking love seltzers. Like, I buy a case of Truly or a case of White Claws. Always have them in stock at home. This might be one of the best and most flavorful seltzers that I've ever had. It is so good. It really does taste like a orange vanilla creamsicle. Oh yeah, 5 out of 5. I don't even care if Peter likes it or not. This is getting the ordinary adventure star. This is so good.
I'm not really a seltzer aficionado. I'm more of a cider connoisseur. So let's try it. I don't know. I still don't love it because I don't love the bitter aftertaste of like a seltzer, but it's one of the better ones I've ever had. I think people that like seltzer are gonna love this. So I'll co-sign on the ordinary adventure star.
Yes.
Also at the Cervecería, they have a new snack item. This is a mix of those pinwheels that Kitra already tried and the garlic chips over at the Lucky Fortune Cookery. So you're just taking, like you said, Asian fusion, right? It's like a Mexican snack, which is kind of like, are they like pork rinds?
Kind of, I think so.
Yeah. And then you got these like this garlic rice cake thing. Is it worth the price? Probably not. Like a lot of the snacks that come in. Anyways, probably not worth the price. If you want a snack, I'd go elsewhere, but they are good.
These garlic puffs remind me of the same ones that they sell over in Galaxy's Edge. They're very, very similar. They're a lot more flavorful though. I like them. This is like one of my guilty pleasures when we go to Galaxy's Edge. Like, I love them. So I love that you could also get them in DCA.
Do you think San Fransokyo has the same supplier as Oga? They know the same people.
Is Baymax technically a droid?
When I do the robot fighting, can I bring my droid and fight?
Can I bring my spider bot?
Questions that we need the answers to.
Remember that show, BattleBots?
I love the BattleBots.
Yeah.
It's still on, by the way. If you're looking for a place to eat, there's a whole corner to the side of Cocina Cucamonga, which I think a lot of people don't go to. There's it's good people watching. You can see the people walking up and down Pixar Pier. And also, there's a covering of some boats. It's well themed with some boats. One thing you gotta watch out is occasionally there's some birds up there waiting for some food that could poop on you. So watch out for the birds.
So one of my favorite little details here in San Fransokyo Square is they changed all the trash cans, and if you look closely, it almost looks like a Japanese, but it's actually SFS for San Fransokyo Square. I love that. That's so cool.
They've kept most of the buildings kind of the same. It's just like a new paint job, adding some elements that makes it feel like a Japanese version of San Francisco. But if you go into the stores, they've even changed some of the insides. So if you check out Ghirardelli, well, I'll show you.
It always smells so good in here when you first walk in. Once it hits your nose, so good. Oh my gosh, I was so worried when they were doing this redesign of this area that they were going to get rid of Ghirardelli. And I love that they kept it, but if you look at the mural on the background, it's totally changed. And it looks like San Fransokyo now. I love that. That's like a little detail that I feel like I wouldn't have noticed unless we came in here.
I like that you can see a Ghirardelli wind turbine flying in the sky. You can see the red lanterns around. You can even, like, if you look closely, you'll see like a poster on the side of a building. And everything still animates and plays just as it would before.
Because if you didn't know, Ghirardelli is from San Francisco, and there actually is a building that looks like that right by the Golden Gate Bridge. So I love that, like, in San Fransokyo, it still exists there.
It still has an earthquake, too.
Does it?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Remember when you used to come in here and they would give you free chocolates?
Yeah, that was the best. I used to just come in here over and over and over again. No shame. No shame in my game. I'd get one, eat it, and then come back.
Yeah.
They don't do that anymore, though, unfortunately.
Well, thankfully, it looks like over by Boudin, they're still going to have the bakery tour, and you can get your little free piece of sourdough.
Yeah.
And you can also watch how they make the sourdough, like, bread and stuff like that. And I wonder if they're going to make a Baymax. Maybe they'll make a Baymax bread.
Or like a Mochi the cat. Can you imagine? So I was born and raised in Northern California, and I went to Boudin a lot when I was a kid. I grew up eating sourdough bread every single day. My dad used to make like French toast with sourdough bread, and it's so freaking good. If you guys have never had the Boudin sourdough bread, I highly recommend when you come to California Adventure, come in here and get your free sample, and just do what I did, like I used to do with Ghirardelli. Come in, grab some, come around, grab more.
Or get yourself a Mickey sourdough.
Yeah, or you could take them to go. They sell like loaves of bread in the shape of Mickey to take home. We've done that numerous times. It is amazing. I always forget like how good the sourdough bread is until we come in here, and then I'm like, it like instantly transports me to when I was a child.
Next up, we're heading to Lucky Fortune Cookery, and this is the Chinese food place in the wharf, and they honestly have not changed it very much because it was already Asian as is, so they didn't really have to add any text to the side of the building. From here, I got the Karaage-inspired crispy chicken sandwich. This comes with slaw, togarashi, mayonnaise on a potato bun served with garlic chips. And karaage is a Japanese cooking technique where the protein is marinated, dredged in potato powder or starch, then deep fried. I'm wondering, when they say Karaage-inspired, does that mean they did it, or is this just fried chicken? This chicken is really crispy, so maybe it is actually karaage chicken. The togarashi aioli has a little bit of spice, and then the coleslaw, which I don't normally like, but it helps cut down that spice. I like this quite a bit. I'm not sure if I like the potato roll. I think I would prefer if they use some Boudin next door. You know, make a deal with your neighbors next door. You know, trade some goods and then make a sourdough. But I would give this like a 4 out of 5 Peters. This is a solid choice. I'm not sure if I'd get this like every time. I would get this again, definitely. I will say this. Lucky Fortune Cookery, 10, 15 years ago when I used to come to DCI, it used to be my place to go.
I'd go to the beer truck, you'd go there.
Yeah, I'd go there and I'd get the margaritas next door. But the thing I liked about that, it was kind of like Asian Chipotle, where that you could pick your base, you could pick noodles or rice, then you picked your protein. Loved it. A few years ago they changed it. Food's still good, but I missed my custom bowls, is what I'm gonna say. So this isn't as good as that, but the spice is really like cooking up in my mouth as the more and more I talk. You know what? I'm gonna raise this to a 4.5 out of 5.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm giving it that.
The food item that I was most excited to try today is the beef birria ramen. This is ramen noodles with consomme served with house-made birria, soft-boiled egg, Monterey Jack, cilantro, onions, and a radish. As you guys know, we are obsessed with the birria that they serve here in DCA over at Rancho, or what is that place called? Cocina Cucamonga. They have these amazing tacos, and then over in Disneyland at the Jolly Holiday, they have a really good sandwich. Both of those, Ordinary Adventure Star highly recommend. So like, I have high hopes for this ramen, and let me just tell you, it smells so good and it looks absolutely delicious. Look at that, there's like pieces of corn in there too. Doesn't this look so good? And then it looks like there's like crispy onions or something on top. Where are the noodles? Oh, there's the noodles. Oh my god, this has such potential. Such potential. Oh, you can see the cheese. When have you ever had cheese in your ramen soup? Never. This is so good. So good. I think this is the same beef that they use in the tacos and that they use in that sandwich. This gets a 5 out of 5. I already know that this is getting the Ordinary Adventure Star. What I love about this is that it's like nice and thick. I feel like you're getting like a huge portion. And I was kind of worried about eating this on such a hot day, but honestly, I don't even care. It is so good. So good. A little bit spicy, super flavorful. The beef is tender, melts in your mouth. I was expecting this to be super watery, like a normal ramen soup, but it almost reminds me of ramen curry because it soaks up all the broth, and it's super thick, and it's spicy. Oh my freaking god, this is amazing. Whoever invented this deserves a raise. Ordinary or Adventure Star. I'm just calling it. I'm sorry. I'm calling it.
I'm gonna try it.
Okay, try it.
Oh my god. It's amazing. I'm calling it right now. This is a new classic.
Yeah.
I know when we had the birria tacos over there, we were like, new classic. This is a new Disneyland classic right here. It's so good, but it is hot. It is like, it's hot outside and this is hot, and that doesn't make well. Like, I feel like during the winter this is gonna be nice. Lucky Fortune has 2 new drinks, and I got the cocktail. This is the strawberry lychee cocktail. It's vodka, lychee liqueur, premium strawberry syrup, and fresh lemon juice with a sliced strawberry garnish. And it looks beautiful. It looks like something you'd want on a hot summer day like today. Not sure if I like lychee. Let's see. Do I like lychee?
Probably.
What is lychee?
A fruit.
I like fruit. At first it was good, almost like a lemonade. Like, it started out almost like a lemonade, and then has a lot of floral taste to it. I think lychee might have like a floral taste. Am I right on that? It's not horrible, but like, I feel like I'd get the melon one over this. I'd give it like a 3 out of 5, Peter.
They also have a lychee tea, and what this is unsweetened black tea with premium lychee syrup and a lychee coconut jellies on the bottom. See all these things on the bottom?
Oh yeah.
Those look good. Ooh, this has potential. I absolutely love unsweetened black iced tea. Oh my god.
Is it a surprise slurp?
They're like a different shape than boba. They almost are like little worms. Like, they're long and skinny, or like noodles. It tastes like just normal black tea, but with the sweetness of the jellies on the bottom. I'm gonna give this a 5 out of 5. This is good.
I'm actually very surprised that all the food that we've had today, and obviously Mama Cass's has not taken over the Pacific Wharf bakery yet. The only thing that like I'm kind of mad about is they took away our bread puddings. They're replacing the bread pudding with, I think, a cheesecake, a Japanese cheesecake or something. And those bread puddings were like the highlight of the Pacific Wharf. Like, they were so good. They were all Ordinary Adventure Stars. So I'm a little bitter about that, but the rest of it, I'm so happy so far.
Don't worry, they're not getting rid of any of the sourdough bread sandwiches or bread bowls, but they are getting rid of the elote corn chowder, which we love. But I'm excited for the new menu. That doesn't open, I don't think, until the land actually opens, until the end of like August. We'll obviously come back and try everything then.
I did just look it up on the food guide, and the cheesecake is going to be a special Japanese-style fluffy cheesecake. I've heard that's amazing. And the other thing I think Kitra might be excited about is they're going to have this new caramel cold brew. Caramel cream cold brew.
Pro tip, if you can't finish your ramen, they do have to-go lids there, and I'm so excited because I get to take this home and enjoy it later. It's so good. It's so spicy. My lips are like on fire. I love it. That kid's not happy. Be happy, we could take it to go. It's okay.
I gotta admit, when they announced they were turning this place into San Fransokyo, I was so happy because I like this area, but kids don't have any connection to it. I do. I used to live in San Francisco, but then my second thought is, oh no, they better not take away my margaritas. Because I love Rita's margaritas. They've renamed the place. It used to be called Rita's Baja Blenders, and now it's Rita's Turbine Blenders. And I think there's going to be like a floating turbine in the sky. I don't know how they're going to do that. But basically, they have the same items. I got myself the Rita's Strawberry Margarita. This is a splash of liqueur and strawberry cream covered cocoa biscuit. Available in regular or grande. I got the grande. That's what you got to do. It has an extra like splash of liquor. But basically, this cocoa biscuit, I think, is just like a piece of Pocky. But I don't think they have permission to use the brand name. But let's try it. This is the same frozen margarita that I've had here a billion times. People often ask, like, what's the thing that you've had at Disneyland the most? It's probably this grande strawberry frozen margarita. I absolutely love it. Not just 5 out of 5 Peters and 5 out of 5 Kitras. Not even just an Ordinary Adventure Star, but Ordinary Adventure Galaxy. The question is, does this piece of Pocky, like, I don't think it does anything to it. It just makes it look cool.
And don't worry, if you don't want alcohol, they still have those amazing slushies there. I decided to get a combo of the wild cherry, lemon lime, strawberry, and blue raspberry. The only difference now is they put these peach candies on top. I asked for a kamikaze, which is where you mix all the flavors. And it's rapidly melting in this heat. But I can't wait because it's gonna be nice and refreshing. Oh no, I lost the gummies. Why did I do that? Okay, the gummies fell to the bottom, but it's okay. This gets a 5 out of 5. It's a slushie at Disney. So you're actually going to be able to meet Baymax and Hiro here in San Fransokyo Square. Disney released a video of them, and it's so cool. Baymax actually moves his eyes, and he does like the la 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 thing. I can't wait for that. But one of my favorite things, besides the trash cans in this land, is actually the bathrooms. It's so simple. On one side you have Baymax for the men, and then you have Baymax in a dress for the women. Next up, we went back to the Lucky Fortune Cookery because we needed to get dessert, but we realized there was one more new noodle dish on the menu, and this is the Yaki Udon with Karaage-inspired crispy chicken. I think this is the same chicken that was on that sandwich, but this has mushrooms, sugar snap peas, bok choy, dark soy, and hoisin sauces. And you could also get a vegetarian version of this, but we wanted to get the one with the chicken. And I don't know why, but for some reason I thought this was gonna be cold. Like I thought it was gonna be a cold noodle salad. And I was like so excited, but no, it's hot. It's hot. Oh my God, this is delicious. I feel like this doesn't even need the chicken. Like we totally could have ordered the vegetarian one and I would have been satisfied because this is so flavorful. This gets a 4 out of 5. This is so good, so flavorful. I definitely think that ramen was better, but this is definitely something that I could see myself ordering again. It is so flavorful. And last but definitely not least, probably the most exciting thing on this menu is the Baymax Macaron. And this has a hazelnut and buttercream filling. And it is so cute. This looks like something that you would find in Tokyo Disney. I was expecting more Baymax like looking food, so I'm happy we at least got one cute Baymax treat that looks like Baymax's little face, even though it is like melting onto my fingers because it's so hot and we've been sitting in the sun. Look at that. So the hazelnut is deep in the center there, and then the buttercream lines the outside. So this is off the charts. This is off the 5 out of 5 charts. You know how in the movie Big Hero 6, Baymax, like he's either happy or sad and he has like, you could see the face. This gets like the highest, happiest Baymax face. This is delicious. Super sweet, cute, perfect for Instagram photos. We ended with a good one.
If you're gonna be coming to Disney California Adventure anytime soon, you're gonna wanna watch this video because we found some of the best desserts that nobody's talking about.
And we'd like to thank some of our Patreons. That includes Julie, Sean, Random Recess, and Team Heidemann. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next adventure.
La la la. La la la. Let's do it again. La la la. Is that fa la 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 or blah 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 blah?
Fa la la la.
Fa la la la.
Almost like it's Christmas time.
Okay, ready?
Fa la la la.
Fa la la la.